Hey people, I'm the Broken Puppet and welcome back to my daily tutorials. We're going to be drawing this awesome geisha you see on the right hand side. It's going to be the exact image we end up doing. So I'm going to start off with a circle like you see on the left hand side and bring two curved lines down like so, about half the length of that circle. It's going to be the jawline for the head, and we draw a line down the centre and across to get the right positioning for the centre of the face and the eyes. That curved line through the middle bit is halfway through that entire head shape. I'm going to bring a line coming down. It's going to build up the basic spine shape to build the shoulders off. Now the shoulders are going to be the same width as the length of the head. So if you want to get a rough sort of positioning, that's the length of it. It's going to be the same for the forearms and the upper arms, but where it kind of cuts off under the paper, you're not going to see the whole length of that. So I'm going to bring that sort of rough shape in now, like so. Now top of the head, I'm going to bring these two circles. It's going to build up the bases for hair. There's lots and lots of ways to do geisha hair. This is just one of the ways I love to do it. So once you've done those two circles, you're going to bring two ovals off the side and two little ovals just underneath and start building up the circles on top. So you can have that circle in the centre, which is going to be the jewel for the centre part of the hair. And the ones at the top, as you see on the right hand side, are going to curve around and build up that back of the hair. Just like so. It's all about getting the shapes at this point. Don't worry about the detail. We're just getting everything where it's supposed to be. Now for the hand, we're going to do this box shape. So it's like three rectangles combined. And off that top bit there, we're going to do two lines, going to circles, coming across. Once you've done that, just bring out a few little extra bits just on the side there, create the tip of the fingers. The thumb at the bottom you can see kind of curves off of that box shape. Once you've done that, we're going to basically build up the fabric that's going to go around our arm, so our sleeve. So you've got this large curve going down the side and down the inside bit. Similar to the other side now, we're going to draw these three box shapes, which is going to be basically the build up of where a dress drapes down over our shoulder. Once you've done this, we're going to basically build in the neck. So bring curved line coming around, curving up into that jawline. And then you have the breast, so those centre points, we're going to bring two curved lines coming up like so. And this is going to give it a little bit of cleavage, just where we can kind of base the dress off of. Two curved lines just coming across, so you can see that's where the dress sits on top. A big curved line coming down here for that hair strand, and just two lines in the back just to build up that bit of back hair we have. Now the centre line across the face, I'll divide into 5 sections like you can see. There's 5 little dots. And then we're going to do off sections 2 and 4. We're going to bring in two curved lines like so, flicking off, creating the upper eyelid. Once you've got that, bring a curved line coming down. Now you want to make sure the eyes are quite wide. You want to have those really beautiful long Asian eyes. And the curved lines just across the top there, and a little curved line just on the side to put a shape up. Once you've got that done, add the pupil. So big circle on the inside, and a little circle just on the right hand side to give a little shine to it. I'm going to bring two lines here, one halfway through that shape, and one just halfway through that bottom part of the jaw. And that's going to give us a start for the nose and the mouth. So you see the nose, I'm going to build up 3 little circles. That's going to be the basis for the nostrils. And on that bottom line there, got a curved line, got a nice little V shape to create a bottom lip. Bottom lip, centre lip. And then you've got 2 curved lines just come around the top to create a top lip, and just that little curve down the bottom bit to create a bottom lip. Now you see there's 3 little circles for the nose. I just went around the bottom part of that just to create that nostril shape. Really simple, effective way of doing it. Now if you draw 2 curved lines coming up from the nose, you get the right positioning where you want to put the eyebrows in. The eyebrows are going to curve around the eyes like so. The jawline is going to curve around, and when we get there on a bit of cheekbone, so I'm going to create a little dip just on the corner part of the eye. And now I've kind of reinforced my shapes around the hair part. So I'm going to go around those centre bits we've done, around that little plaque that's going to get in the centre of the head, and now the outside hair bits. So now we've got our guidelines, I'm just reinforcing the shapes. And eventually we'll be able to get rid of the guidelines. So I'm just going to build this up bit by bit, just kind of each little section. Inside those hairs, you can see I've got these nice curves, and it's just going to show the flow of the hair. It's a really nice pattern work that works especially well for geishas. Also has a bit of a Princess Leia vibe to it. Right, so top of the hair here, I'm going to put in our pins. So I'm just sketching a rough idea for this. I'm not going full detail yet. Just sketching the lines and sketching the circles on those to get a rough positioning. You can see in the centre plaque of her hair there, I've got 4 lines coming down, and a little semicircle just at the bottom for a bit more detailing. It's got the ears in there now, so a little curve, a little circle inside the ears, just for a little bit of jewellery, and then you have these hanging bits just coming down the side. So 2 straight lines into 9 little balls, a little rectangle on top. Just reinforcing the hairline there as well. Now here you can see I'm going around the hand, so I'm just picking out all the important details and ignoring the ones we don't need. And then just slowly going over the rest of the dress now to finish off the basic build up for the line work. And once we have the basic line work done, we can eventually get rid of the guideline and start going on to shading. So it's all come together very nicely now. And at this stage, yeah, like see, I'm just going to erase all that line work now we don't need. And now we've got this, we can start going to the shading. So I'm going to start with the face, so a little bit of shadow just above the eyes, like so. And once you've got that done, just from the corner of the side of the eyes, a little bit of black just fading inwards. A little shadow just above the nose, so above that line, just a tiny little detail line, just mimicking the shape of it. A little shadow is underneath the nose, so a little V shape underneath the nose to create a little shadow. And if you leave a little circle bit on the tip of the nose, just a little shadow just a bit above it to give the shape of it. I'm going to colour in that top lip quite dark, and the little strip just down the centre lip, like so, with a little highlight in the centre of it. Now I'm going to go to the rest of the face, and a little bit of structure in the jawline, so you've got those cheekbones just coming through. And a little shadow just on the outside parts of the head as well. Like see here, I've got a shadow underneath the neck now, so a little curved line, a bit of shadow just underneath that, a little bit just around the base of the neck. And now I'm going on to the hair. So you see the hair is just basically build up of these straight curves coming across with a nice highlight through the centre. I'm going to use this formula for doing knee circles and the outer side bits as well. So just bringing the black from both angles, both sides, just sketching inwards, leaving a nice highlight in the middle. Exact same here, and then exact same on the other side. We're going to slightly vary up when we get to the top section, because that's going to be pure black, just fading down. There's not going to be a highlight in that top section coming down. So you see here, just all black coming down, gives a really nice contrast and makes it really stand out nice in the background. You know, with Geishas, it's all about pattern work and design, you know, and having these sort of things just really kind of amplifies the detail. So yeah, just always keep in mind pattern work. You know, pattern work is really a key to getting a cool looking geisha. Going down that hair strand there, the exact same principle as the centre parts of the hair. So black coming down, just fading off, like a little highlight in the middle. Similar on the dress part here, except I'm making it a bit more smooth. So it's not done with lines, it's more of a circle formation I'm doing. So smooth circle formations get a nice smooth gradient. Let's put a bit of shadow in the hand there, and then I've got this kind of like honeycomb effect coming down here. So little lines down the side with this sort of like V-shaping in between to connect it. The outside part there is like 4 black squares and a nice pattern just repeating every now and again in space out. It's a really nice simple Asian pattern that works really well. I'm going to put a bit of grey here in between the honeycomb effect and just leave a little highlight around the edge. Now you see this part of the dress, I've got these spirals I've drawn in here, and then what I'm going to do is those spirals I'm going to leave as negative space and just do black in the background. Just like so. It's a really simple effect to really stand out against the lighter colours. Now I like to carry some patterns through sometimes, like here I'm going to mimic the other side pattern here, so I'm going to do those 4 black squares, repeating the spaces around. A nice black fade out on here, similar to the centre part of the dress, so a nice smooth transition. A bit of shadow just to kind of tell the structure of it, so just flicking off from the centre part, a little from the outside, a little bit of shadow just in the cleavage as well, don't forget that. Now here I've got this sort of V shape and repeating lines coming across. It's a very simple pattern of repeating lines. That bottom bit there is very similar to the centre part of the dress, so spirals and a negative space in between. That bottom bit there, then very similar to what I've done for the centre parts of the hair, so black fading from either side in straight lines, then a little highlight just for the centre, and that last bit there, just a little bit of shadow on that corner. Next thing, I'm just going into doing the pins at the top now. So basically what I've done is create a circle shape, a little square inside it, and I've gone dark across the bottom bit and a little bit dark just on the inside part to bring it all out. And once you've got all that bit done, just go over there and refine your lines. Any bits you want darker, just go in there, put a little bit darker over the top. I'm going to a little X on the cheek, my little signature, and a little shadow just in the centre part of her jewel at the top, just there. And just correct anything, darkening a little bit you need. And just putting your finishing touches, just look over it, just scan over it and just think, yeah, this bit's a bit darker. And then that's it. That's pretty much it, people. That's how you draw a geisha. I'm going to do a few more this week as well, so keep an eye out. There's going to be quite a few variations. But yeah, for now, I'm the Bracken Puppet. Check my videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace.